So the Korean War left Korean cities in complete destruction, okay? The economy collapsed, and Seoul was basically sent back to pre-World War II infrastructure, right? So it went back years and years. And South Korea became heavily reliant on the United States because it was just in bad shape. There was tons of inflation, there were super high unemployment rates. It was just not a good situation. Now, over the span of 10 years, South Korean government decided to redistribute land from large landlords to the farmers who were actually working the land. And they did this to kind of promote like agricultural production, and it was actually very effective. It was also a way to kind of close the wealth inequality gap and, aid all the unemployment. So people were more motivated to work and they had more resources and land to work with. So initially there was a heavy emphasis on agricultural production, right? Because people needed to eat. And that really paved the way for industrialization to really thrive because it provided a very solid foundation for the country, which I'll get into more later. And South Korea placed a huge emphasis on education, so much so that by the end of a 10-year span, it became one of the countries with the highest literacy rates. So they really, really did their thing and they progressed in a very timely manner. There was also an emphasis on Confucianism, which is sort of a philosophy that emphasizes familial and humanist values, some say over religion, and it promoted educational and just like an overall emphasis on having important like labor and life skills.